Guys, it's been almost a month since we lost 3 of our girls. And, you know, when this happened, the day that it happened, we heard it. And I will say, I know I put out a short last week where I showed one of the limbs that came down off of one of our smaller trees. This was not the same incident. This was actually before we did the roost project. So it's been almost just under a month ago, I think. And we heard it and both ran outside, and the girls were scattered everywhere, and there was a lot of commotion, and Mark just said, go back in the house, because we didn't know what we were going to be looking at. And when he came back in, he told me that 3 of the girls had not gotten out of the way and that we lost them. And it was a horrible day. The week that followed was horrible because I couldn't think about anything but that. And it was Amelia, one of my Easter eggers, and 2 of my sapphire gems, Matilda and August, that didn't make it. And, you know, those 3 girls were all so different, and at the same time, they were very much alike because they were all so sweet and such a huge part of this flock and such a huge presence here. When I look out, even still, at my flock, it feels like half of them are gone. You know, they all 3 brought me such joy, so much happiness. You know, every day they would do something to make me laugh. And, you know, a lot of times if you watch any of my shorts and you'd see me sitting out on the ground, one or the other of those sapphire gems would be sitting on my lap. They were so personable and always wanted to spend time with me. Now, Amelia, she was the total opposite. She was my little touch-me-not, and it took her a very long time to decide she could trust me. And when she finally did, and she would, you know, come near me, she started coming and she would lay down beside me. She never really got on my lap, but she would come and lay down beside me. And her and Mabel both have a very distinct coo that they do. I can tell it would be, you know, one of them, even when I wasn't looking at them. And she would always coo. So I knew, you know, that she felt comfortable with me. So it always just sort of made it a little bit special, you know, when it was her laying there with me. So I really miss those 3 girls so much. You know, the first week, I couldn't even think about coming out here and making a video or making a short. And I fortunately always have videos in a folder that are pre-made, and I just scheduled them and, you know, put videos out so I could just come out here and hang out with the girls. And it wouldn't be me with a phone in my hand. You know, I was a little bit worried that maybe somebody was hiding an injury, or that, you know, they were traumatized in some way. But everybody has seemed completely fine, and I was really grateful for that. Glad that nobody else was hurt or seemed at all bothered by it. But it has been an adjustment. You know, I think anytime you lose one of your pets to something so sudden, you know, and unexpected and out of the blue, it's just so much harder, you know, harder to process, because if they're old or sick, you know, at least you can prepare for it. But there was no preparing at all for this. It was just it was a nightmare. It was literally like the first day I felt like I was in a bad dream. So I know you guys that watch my channel on a regular basis, you probably all feel exactly the same way about your chickens that I do mine. So hopefully you all understand why it took me a while to put the video out, because when I started this channel, I've said it in another video, I didn't really know the direction I wanted to take it, and it has become what I really love, and I'm very happy with what it sort of turned out like. It's been a little over a year, and you know, even though I didn't know what direction I was going to go at first, I definitely knew several things. And one of those is that I would eventually have to deal with people that are rude and cruel for no reason, which I have already dealt with. I've got pretty thick skin, so I thought, you know, I can handle that. But I had to really give some thought to, would I be able to handle or deal with just talking about this sort of situation, or when my girls are injured, you know, or if somebody is sick, will I be willing to talk about that? And I think maybe it felt like it was in the distant future, so, you know, I made the decision that I would be able to do that and handle that. But it's kind of hard, you know. It's I wanted this channel, you know, I think the thing that I knew the most for certain is that I wanted this channel to be a happy place. And I knew when things like this came along, it was not going to be a pleasant video. And it's hard, you know, to talk about it, because I have a little circle of loved ones around me that all feel exactly the same way about their animals as I do, and they love theirs. So no one judges me for caring, you know, and loving my girls and being upset when I lose one of them, because, you know, there's not a single person in my life that would say, it's just a chicken, get over it, you know. I don't have that, and I can't say that that's going to be the case on the internet. The internet can be a pretty dark place. The world can be a pretty dark place, and that's why I wanted my channel to be something that would maybe put a smile on people's faces, you know, even if it was a 30-second short, that, you know, it might make you laugh or be a bright spot in your day, you know, to be like a ray of sunshine. And I hope I'm accomplishing that with this channel. I feel like I am. But I also wanted to always be transparent with you guys, and you definitely deserve to know what has happened, because I know a lot of you really have grown to love my girls. It always puts a smile on my face when, you know, I put a video out and you know my chickens by name. You know, I know that you feel like they're part of your family too, and that has been something that has been almost, it's therapeutic for me to come on and be able to chat with you guys. And I feel like a lot of you are my extended family now too. You know, spring is here, and spring always sort of represents a fresh start for me. And so I've had, you know, some time to think about this and deal with it and process it. And I've got chicks coming in a couple of months, and that is going to be wonderful. You know, that's going to give me something else to focus on. And I'm really hate that I'm even having to make this video and tell you guys what happened, but you definitely deserve to know. I want to say I appreciate all of you, and I love you guys, and I guess I'll see you in the next video.